Have you ever wondered why some people seem to breeze through their 70s and 80s with energy and a sharp mind, while others in their 60s already feel like they're losing the battle against aging? You see them struggling to get out of a chair, their memory feels foggy, and every step seems to take a monumental effort. Many people chalk this up to bad luck or just getting old. But what if that's not the truth? What if the real difference isn't in your genes, but in a series of hidden habits that are either protecting you or silently sabotaging your future? The reality is, many of the issues we blame on age, the weakness, the forgetfulness, the loss of freedom, are often the direct result of small, daily routines we overlook. Today, we're going to expose 6 of these silent threats to your vitality. These aren't just vague wellness tips. They are critical defenses against the very things that can steal your independence. And for each threat, we will reveal the simple, powerful habit that can turn it all around. Before we begin, I want you to think for a moment. What is one part of aging that worries you the most? Is it losing your strength, your memory, or your ability to live on your own terms? Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters, and seeing what others are thinking helps us all feel less alone on this journey. Now let's uncover the first and perhaps most overlooked threat to your longevity. Number 1. The danger of stillness. The problem isn't a specific disease, it's the chair you're sitting in. For many seniors, life becomes more sedentary. You might feel a little stiff in the morning, or notice it takes an extra push to get up from the sofa. You tell yourself it's just a normal part of aging. But what if that growing stillness is quietly setting you up for a loss of freedom? The truth is, your body was designed for motion. When you stop moving, your joints begin to stiffen, your circulation slows down, and your muscles start to receive a dangerous signal that they are no longer needed. This is where the downward spiral begins. Weakness leads to instability. Instability leads to fear of falling, and fear leads to even more sitting. It's a trap. So, what is the solution? It's a habit so simple, many dismiss it. Daily walking. Walking isn't just about burning calories, it's about sending a powerful message to every cell in your body. With each step, you are not only strengthening your heart, but also activating your lymphatic system, your body's internal cleansing service, to flush out toxins. You're lubricating your joints with synovial fluid, which is the only way they get their nutrients. Without movement, your joints are literally starving. Think of it this way: a car left in the garage for years will rust and seize up. Your body is no different. You don't need to run a marathon. Start with just 10 minutes a day. Walk to the end of your street and back. The goal isn't speed, it's consistency. Are you going to let your favorite chair decide your future, or are you going to take the first step toward reclaiming it? Number 2, the hidden cost of convenience. Many seniors believe they are eating reasonably well. A piece of toast for breakfast, a sandwich with deli meat for lunch, and a frozen meal for dinner. It's quick, it's easy, and it seems harmless enough. But what if those convenient foods are secretly fueling inflammation and draining your energy from the inside out? The problem is that most processed foods are packed with sugar, unhealthy fats, and chemical additives that your body treats as foreign invaders. This triggers a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation, that persistent ache in your knees, that brain fog you can't seem to shake. It's often not just age, it's a direct result of your body being in a constant state of defense, worn down by the very food you're eating. The powerful habit to fight this is not a diet, but a simple principle: Eat real food. This means choosing foods that look like they came from the earth, not a factory. Think colorful vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats from nuts and avocados, and whole grains. Every time you choose a handful of berries over a packaged cookie, you are giving your body the tools it needs to repair itself. Leafy greens like spinach are rich in magnesium, a mineral crucial for muscle function that we discussed in a previous video. Fatty fish like salmon provides omega-3s that actively reduce inflammation in the brain. You don't have to be perfect. The goal is not restriction, it's intention. Before you eat something, ask yourself a simple question. Is this going to build me up, or is it going to break me down? A simple shift in how you see your plate could mean the difference between feeling tired and sluggish and feeling vibrant and clear-headed. Number 3, the neglected muscle. We all worry about our physical muscles getting weaker, but what about the most important muscle of all, your brain? It starts with small things. You walk into a room and forget why you're there. A name is on the tip of your tongue, but it won't come out. You dismiss it. But over time, these small lapses can grow into a deep-seated fear of losing your memories, your sharpness, and your very identity. The silent threat here is mental idleness. Just like an unused muscle, a brain that isn't challenged will begin to atrophy. The connections between neurons weaken, and your ability to think, learn, and recall information starts to decline. This is not inevitable. It's a choice. The habit that defends against this is active mental engagement. This is more than just doing a crossword puzzle. It's about pushing your brain into new territory, learning a new skill, whether it's a language, a musical instrument, or even how to use a new app on your phone, forces your brain to create new neural pathways. Think of it as building a cognitive reserve. The more pathways you have, the more resilient your brain becomes to age-related changes. Engage in conversations that make you think. Read a book on a topic you know nothing about. Challenge your assumptions. Your brain thrives on novelty and challenge. Are you feeding your mind the same old thoughts day after day? Or are you giving it the fuel it needs to stay strong, flexible, and alive? Number 4, the unseen thief of strength. Many people believe that feeling weaker is just a non-negotiable part of getting older. But the truth is, age itself doesn't make you weak. What makes you weak is a condition called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass. It's a silent thief that can begin in your 40s, stealing your strength, your balance, and your ability to live independently. Every time you struggle to open a jar, carry groceries, or play with your grandchildren, you are feeling the effects of this muscle loss. It's the number one reason seniors become frail and are at a higher risk for dangerous falls. But what if you could not only stop this thief, but actually reverse the damage? The habit that does this is simple, yet so many are afraid to try it. Gentle resistance training. This does not mean you have to become a bodybuilder. It means using light resistance to signal your muscles that they are still very much needed. You can start right now using just your body weight. Do gentle squats while holding onto a sturdy chair for support. Do wall push-ups to strengthen your upper body. Use cans of soup or water bottles to do simple arm curls while you watch television. Strength training does more than just build muscle. It builds confidence. When you feel physically strong, you move with more certainty. You stop hesitating. You stop shrinking your world. Your posture improves, your balance gets better, and you feel more in control of your own body. Are you going to let your strength quietly fade away, or are you going to send your muscles the signal to fight back? Number 5, the hazard of silence. You can have the best diet and exercise plan in the world, but if you are living in a state of chronic loneliness, you are still at risk. Many seniors find their social circles shrinking over time. Friends move away, family gets busy, and it becomes easier to stay home. But this isolation is not just an emotional problem. It is a profound biological stressor. Research has shown that chronic loneliness can be as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It raises levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which increases inflammation, weakens your immune system, and speeds up cognitive decline. Silence and isolation are not passive states. They are active threats to your well-being. The solution is one of the most powerful forms of medicine available: meaningful social connection. This isn't about being a social butterfly. It's about quality, not quantity. A phone call with a friend, a weekly coffee with a neighbor, or joining a local club or volunteer group can make a world of difference. When you engage with others, your brain releases oxytocin, a hormone that lowers stress and creates a sense of belonging. Connection reminds you that you matter, that you are seen, and that you are part of something larger than yourself. It is a fundamental human need. If your world has grown quiet, take one small step today. Reach out to one person. Your body, your brain, and your spirit will thank you for it. Number 6, the myth of good enough sleep. As we get older, our sleep patterns often change. We wake up more frequently, and it's harder to get back to sleep. Many people simply accept this, believing that good enough sleep is all they can expect. But what if that restless, interrupted sleep is preventing your body and brain from completing their most critical nightly repairs? Poor sleep is not just about feeling tired. During deep sleep, your brain goes through a cleansing process, washing away metabolic waste that can contribute to dementia. Your body repairs muscle tissue, regulates hormones, and solidifies memories. When sleep is consistently poor, all of these vital processes are cut short. The habit that restores this is creating a deep sleep sanctuary. This means treating your sleep with the respect it deserves. Start by setting a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends, to regulate your body's internal clock. An hour before bed, dim the lights and turn off all screens. The blue light from phones and TVs actively blocks your body's production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for rest. Keep it cool, dark, and quiet. If you wake up in the night, don't toss and turn for more than 20 minutes. Get up, go to another dimly lit room, and read a book until you feel sleepy again. This prevents your brain from associating your bed with a feeling of anxiety. Sleep is not a luxury. It is the foundation upon which all other healthy habits are built. Are you giving your body the deep restorative rest it is begging for? These 6 habits, walking daily, eating real food, challenging your mind, building strength, connecting with others, and protecting your sleep, are not just suggestions. They are your most powerful tools to live not just a longer life, but a better one. It's not about perfection. It's about intention. It's about taking back control from the silent thieves that drain your vitality. The power to change your future doesn't come in a pill. It comes from the small, consistent choices you make every single day. Now, I want to hear from you again. After hearing these, which one habit will you commit to starting this week? Share it in the comments. Your commitment might just be the inspiration someone else needs to see. If this video gave you a new perspective, please like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more content to help you live well on your own terms. Thank you for watching, and here's to reclaiming your strength, one habit at a time.